Hello everyone, this is Susie Q, Susie Q's Bunting Babes, and welcome to my nursery room window. Today I am going to be dressing my Patty Playpal, who you see in the background, for the very first time on camera. She's a really tall little girl. She's about 3 feet tall, and I've never dressed her on camera before, but what I'm going to be doing is putting her into her the 4th of July dress that I made her a couple of years ago. And it's a dress that I put her in every year, and she's basically my only 4th of July decoration that I put up. And so we're going to be doing that in just a minute, but before we do that, I would like to give a special shout out to Suzanne of Suzanne's Babies. Suzanne is a very special friend of mine. She's in the UK, and she was one of the very first people to subscribe to my brand new channel last year. I think it was last year. The time just passes so quickly. No, it was the year before last. Anyway, I would just like to say thanks, Suzanne. Thanks again for being the first one to subscribe, and she even gave a shout out on her channel when I was brand new, and now, as a result of that, I have so many really neat dolly friends, really fun dolly friends that I enjoy commenting back and forth with. So thank you, Suzanne, for being my very first dolly friend, and for welcoming me into the dolly community when I was brand new. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started, and I want to show you the dress that I'm going to be putting Patty in. And this, like I said, this is a dress that I made a couple of years ago. It's like a little sailor dress, and I specifically made it for the 4th of July. I made it using this star fabric, sort of like fireworks, and then I used the red, white, and blue theme. And there's the back of it. It's got a ruffle on the bottom that matches the ruffle that's around the collar. And I'm going to be putting this pretty red bow in her hair as well. And this dress also, it has butterfly sleeves. I call these butterfly sleeves. I've heard the term angel wings, I don't know, ruffles, but I don't know what the correct term is, but I love to say butterfly wings, so that's what I'm going to say today. So anyway, let's see. The back is actually a zipper. It zips down the back, and when I make the dresses for Patty Playpal, I make sure that I make them to get her easily in and out of, because she's such a big doll and very, very difficult to dress. Along with this dress is going to be these darling little patent leather shoes. I love these shoes. These are Mary Jane's, and when I was a little girl, probably, probably in the 3rd grade, I would say, my mom bought me a pair of beautiful red patent leather Mary Jane's. Now, they weren't this fancy. They were just plain, with a plain strap, but I loved those shoes. I just adored them, and I love red shoes. I just really do. And so I got these for Patty, and she's going to be wearing these today to go along with her 4th of July dress. And so let's go ahead and get started. I'll show you this dress. The thing about this dress is this dress is a replica of the dress that that came with Patty. I got Patty when I was 5 years old, and so she is now she's almost 60 years old. And so if you do the math, you'll see how almost old I am. But anyway, I still play with dolls even at my age. But anyways, the dress that she came with, I have no idea what happened to it. And so I went online and I found this replica of a dress, and I got the pattern, the sewing pattern, And so I made it, the fabric is almost the exact flowered fabric of the original dress, and then, but the green is the same color, and the rickrack is the same size and the same color, and so I'm you know, it's almost a duplicate of the dress, but it's got the flower pattern underneath, and then it has the little pinafore over it. And it's a 3/4 sleeve, and it's got this collar that's a rickrack collar around it. It's a green band with rickrack. And then the back of it is a bow. So you'll see the buttons and a bow, which I love bows on little girl dresses. So yeah, this is, this doll here, I actually reborned her a couple of years ago too. I ended up, now what are you doing, falling asleep on one side, Miss Patty? I reborned her. The vinyl, because she's so old, the vinyl of her arms started going yellow, so I took some air dry paints and acrylic paints, and I painted her arms so that they, you know, to take the yellow out. And then I got her this wig that is especially made for the Patty Playpal dolls. And originally she came, her hair was red, her original hair was red, and she's still got the hair. I have it all tied up underneath this wig, but this is a much prettier wig, and it looked just like the wig that, or the hair that she had as the original doll. And let's see, what else? I didn't have to do anything to her legs because her legs are made out of some type of plastic, and they didn't turn yellow. It was only her arms that are made out of vinyl. She's also a walking doll. I'm trying to, let's see, how do I... She's also a walking doll, and I made a video a long time ago with walking her, so I'm not going to be walking her today, but she actually does walk. If you stand in front, you know, when I stand in front, see how her legs, her feet just move. So she's really, really a neat doll. I've had her, like I said, for years. I've loved her. And every year I dress her up in her 4th of July outfit. So let's go ahead and get started with that. I'm going to, in order to get her changed, what I'm doing is I'm leaning her against this these supply drawers, because she's on carpet, and although she stands pretty well, she tends to fall over when I'm trying to dress her, so I'm going to be standing her up against this throughout the dressing process. Whoops. And she's got her cute little slip underneath that I'm going to leave on. I got the slip on eBay. It was actually made for a little girl. So this little girl is supposed to be around 5 years old, I think. 5 or 3. I forget what age she's supposed to be. But anyway, she's got her little emblem right here. She's made from the Ideal Toy Corporation. So let's see if I can slip her out of this. Having the 3/4 sleeves makes it a little difficult to slip it down, but we will do our best. And if Bippy is watching, she knows how difficult it is to dress one of these large babies, because she has quite a few in her collection too. Not Patty Playpals, but large babies, large, tall toddler babies like this. So, and there's her cute little slip. And of course, I grew up in the era of slips. I used to wear slips, and so naturally, I'm gonna have my little Patty Playpal wear slips under her dresses. So that was that worked out okay. She's being very patient and standing there for me. So, I don't want the dress to get wrinkled because these dresses, you know, they take quite a bit of time to iron and to get the wrinkles out. So I try to, when I store them, I try to keep them to where they don't wrinkle. So we'll go ahead and undo the zipper. And let's see. I forget what the best way to do this. I think if I step her into the dress, now this is kind of an experiment. So I'm going to step her into the dress, and I'm going to bring it up and see if that'll work out. Is that going to work out for you, Miss Patty? I hope so. If not, we'll try again. Oops. And we'll slip it on over her head. Oops. See, she's just very wiggly. I think I'm going to put it over her head. And go that way. Yep. Sometimes we just have to experiment when we dress our babies. I'm going to bring her arm up. There it goes on this side. Well, hopefully it'll be just as easy on this side. Let's see. Where is your arm, Missy? Where is your arm? Oh, there's the armhole. Isn't that nice? Nice wide armholes. Love them. Love them for the size of a doll. There we go. Yep. Turn her around. Get her beautiful long hair out of the way. Her hair is man-made. It's not human or mohair. It's man-made. And there is a special way to brush her hair. What I use is here's the, while she's standing like this, I'll show you the way I do her hair. So, yeah. So you start from the bottom, and I use a pick, a hair pick, and start from the bottom. And this is how you do regular long hair too. And Carrie of Carrie's Little Cuties, you have beautiful long hair, and I'm sure that this is how you get your tangles out too. And that is, you start from the bottom, and you work your way up, rather than starting here, because what will happen is if you start here and you start going down, it's just going to cause a big tangled mess. So you have to start from the bottom, and it's so much easier to do. Yeah, she has beautiful hair. I love it. Love her hair. It's a wig, like I said. But it's such a pretty color. This is the color of, it's a little bit darker than her original hair, but I love this color of red. Auburn, I think, maybe? Would it be auburn or ginger? We have folks in the UK would be able to tell me if it's auburn or ginger hair. I call it, I call it just red hair, but it's not red actually. It's more like ginger, I guess. Okay, now then, I'm going to change her shoes in just a minute, but I wanted to take this orange bow off because it's just not making sense on her anymore. Orange and red is not a good color combination. So let's go ahead and put her bow on. Whoops. Whoops. And you can see all my other little baby dolls up there. My little Teddy and my little bunny and my dollies back there. Yeah, this is a completely different view from what you're used to seeing when I do my videos. But I thought, hey, why not change it up? And plus the fact that I have no other spot that I can change Patty. I needed to balance her against something. As you can see how she likes to fall over. She doesn't really like to fall over, but she tends to fall over. There we go. And I like the bows to be to the side. These kind of bows. the headbands. So yeah, there she is. Okay, last but not least, her shoes. So let's see what we can do here. I guess what I'll do, and these shoes are a replica of the shoes, her original shoes. I have her original shoes, and they look just like this, except for they're not as quality. They're more like doll shoes. These shoes were specially made for Patty Playpal. A few years back, when I was looking to fix Patty Playpal up, I looked on eBay and found different sellers that had Patty Playpal things, and that's how I found the wig and the shoes, and also because she was so old, the mechanism inside of her that helps her to walk. It's like it's a round elastic type of walking mechanism. Anyway, that had broken, and so I researched it, found online how to repair her, and so I repaired her, painted her, and I think she turned out pretty darn good. So I'm going to lean her like that, and to put her shoes on. And so let's do that. These are a little bit big for her, but this particular shoe didn't come in her exact size. So, but they fit pretty closely. They're not actually that awfully big. Let's see. Are you still leaning? And I think that I also need to zip her zipper up. I don't think I zipped her zipper in the back. Don't fall, Patty. I'm lifting your foot up. Don't fall, please. Okay. So now we'll do the little straps, which is hard to do from this vantage point. Usually how I dress Patty is I lay her on the ground and dress her like that. So like I said, this is the first time that I've ever tried dressing her while she's standing up. And it is a bit more difficult to do it this way, but I just wanted to try it, you know? You know how that goes. When you just want to have fun and experiment. Whoops, don't fall. Don't fall. Luckily, straps can be done one-handed. Buckles and straps. Okay, let's turn you around. I don't think I remembered to zip. Oh, I guess I did zip. You guys probably saw me zip, and you're probably saying, Susie Q, you already zipped. But, so anyway, there she is. And, she's all ready to be displayed for the 4th of July. And let me give you a close-up of my pretty Patty Playpal. There she is. There's her dress and her shoes. I love her fingers, the way they're displayed. She's got a bracelet on. I made that bracelet for her. Her name, Patty Playpal, is on there. And then I'll show you the back. There's the back. Okay, everyone. This is, well, I guess it was sort of successful. We did it. We dressed Patty live on video. And so I hope you enjoyed the video today, and I hope everyone is going to have a very, very happy 4th of July. And so I'm going to go ahead and put Patty, she stands on our fireplace hearth, because in, you know, the summertime we don't have a fireplace on, so that's where she is displayed. Everyone have a really wonderful day today, and I'm going to inch up so I can turn off the video, and until we see you again, see you soon. Bye-bye.